Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. This week we've been building something. We talked about how peace can feel uncomfortable at first, how stepping out of chaos can make stillness feel suspicious. We explored the subtle ego of being right, that quiet internal need to elevate ourselves through correctness. We examined strength without hardness, how to stand firm without becoming sharp. And yesterday, we looked at invisible influence, the quiet impact that rarely gets applause. Today, we bring it all the way down to the smallest unit of change, the moment. Because love is not proven in grand declarations. It's proven in micro decisions. The tone you choose, the pause you allow, the word you soften, the reaction you withhold. The week may feel philosophical so far, deep, reflective, but transformation doesn't happen in reflection alone. It happens in moments so small, you almost miss them. The sigh before you answer someone, the text you almost send, the comment you're about to post, or the eye contact you either make or avoid. That's where everything we've talked about lives. We sometimes imagine love as a sweeping force, something dramatic and invisible, or invisible. But love rarely enters the room with a spotlight. It enters through restraint, through choice, through repetition. You don't become a loving person in one heroic act. You become loving in thousands of barely noticeable decisions. This is where people misunderstand growth. They look for the big shift, the breakthrough conversation, the powerful apology, the grand reconciliation. And those moments do matter. They do. But they are built on smaller ones. If you practice impatience in small moments, you will not magically produce patience in a crisis. If you rehearse sarcasm in daily exchanges, you will not suddenly speak with compassion under pressure. The small moments train you. They wire you. They condition your nervous system. So when we talk about choosing love, we're not talking about an abstract value. We're talking about a choice that happens in seconds. Let's say something interrupts you. The smallest moment is the split second before irritation hardens. That's it. You can feel it forming. The tightening in the chest, the quick mental judgment, or the urge to correct sharply. That split second is the thread. If you've practiced peace, you'll recognize it. If you've released the need to be right, you won't feel compelled to dominate it. If you've cultivated strength without hardness, you can respond clearly without edge. If you trust invisible influence, you won't need applause for choosing restraint. All of that converges in a second. That's why this matters, guys. The week hasn't been theoretical. It's been preparation. preparation for the next interaction, the next disagreement, the next moment of tension. Choosing love in the smallest moment does not mean tolerating abuse. It does not mean suppressing truth. It means choosing alignment before reaction. Sometimes love looks like softening your tone. Sometimes it looks like saying, "Let me think about that." Sometimes it looks like silence. But others, it looks like a calm boundary. But it almost always begins with a pause. The pause is sacred because in the pause, you regain agency. Without the pause, you are habit. With the pause, you are choice, and choice is power. Many of us have lived on autopilot for years. Triggered, react. Disagree, escalate. Feel threatened, defend. It's efficient, it's predictable, it's automatic. But automatic is not conscious. When you insert even a half second of awareness, you interrupt autopilot. You ask yourself, even silently, is this aligned? That question alone shifts the energy, man. You don't need a speech. You don't need a perfect response. You just need awareness. Love in the smallest moment is not dramatic. It is disciplined. It is the willingness to slow down when everything in you wants to speed up. It's the refusal to let irritation become identity. Guys, it is the decision not to let someone else's tone dictate yours. You're going to let them make a reaction out of you? These are tiny acts, but tiny acts compound. You may not see the shift in a day, and you may not see it in a week, but over months, your interactions change. Over years, your relationships change. Over a lifetime, your character changes. You're not even the same person. And character is not built in grand gestures. It is built in repetition. We often ask, how do I become more loving? I've heard that from many people asking me. This is how. Not by waiting for a big test. By practicing in small exchanges with the cashier, with your coworker, with your partner. How about with the person who mildly annoys you, especially there? The person who mildly annoys you is your training ground because the stakes are low, which means the practice is safe. And if you can choose love when it's mildly inconvenient, you will be more capable of choosing it when it's deeply challenging. This is not about perfection. You will still react sometimes. You will still snap occasionally. You'll still have moments when the pause disappears. That's human. But the more often you notice the moment before reaction, the more often you can redirect it. And each redirection strengthens the muscle. You're building a habit. Love is not intensity. It is consistency. It is the daily alignment of small actions with deeper values. You may not think something is big enough deal, but here's something beautiful, guys. When you consistently choose love in small moments, it begins to feel natural. It just happens. The peace that once felt suspicious becomes familiar. The need to be right loosens its grip, and strength without hardness becomes your baseline. Invisible influence becomes trusted, and what once required effort becomes your identity. You don't force kindness, you embody it. All because of tiny decisions no one else even saw. That's how transformation works, guys. Quietly, incrementally, moment by moment. So as we close this week, don't look for a dramatic test. Look for the next small moment. It's coming. It might be in the next 5 minutes. And when it arrives, notice it. Pause. Choose. That's the thread, guys. That's the thread. I'll see you all next week. I love you all very, very, very much. And you know what I need you to do, right? Go out there and pass that on, all right? Later, Gators. Bye-bye.